All right, I think we're live. There we go. Yeah, gonna let some people get in here. Don't shake the table. Don't shake the table. There's Mimsy's garden. Hey, Mimsy's garden. She is a moderator. Also, that will help. Gonna let some people get in here. Hey, freaky geek. I can't see it. It's way over there. How's everyone doing tonight?
And do we have to say God?
We're getting a lot of rain here, coming again. Not ready for it. Not again. Off the table. It's funny how this thing shows who's on there, and there's people in here. I see you, Mimsy. We've got Jen, my wife. She's on here. And Freaky Geek, but I only see it shows one person on.
And that's maybe us, because we're making the videos.
Yeah. It's nicer here when the sun goes down too, because being here in Central Texas, it gets nice and hot. I don't know who all has been on the list. On the other, up at the top of the chat, there's the YouTube live from last week. So if anyone that hasn't commented on it, if they go over there and comment on that live from last Tuesday, they'll be put on the list. Their name will go in the drawing for. We're going to do 2 giveaways. We hit 200 this week. Who knew we would make it that far? We thought we'd make just the 100. Evening, 1 Acre Under God Homestead. Good evening, Thomas Smith Homestead Project. Leave that be. Got the 2 little ones here. We're gonna have them part of the giveaway. We have, 5 or 6 things in the giveaway. 2 people are gonna win something. So we have so far everybody's name. I'm gonna give until about 8:30 or so, 8:25. I will check out the live feed from last week, get all the names that I haven't written down, put them in the hat. This guy will be drawing what you're going to win, and this one will draw who's going to win it. We haven't decided, if Tuesday night's the greatest or not. I know there's a lot of lives on Tuesday nights, but there's a lot of lives every night, so it's kind of hard to, pick a night that's the best for everybody.
What is that oven?
We have I was going to do the spin wheel thing, but like was it 2? I can't get the names right. Maddie, put that down. The spin wheel, like a lot of channels do. Was going to do it, but I was like, no, we're going to do names in the hat. Just let that go that way. Let these 2 draw it right here live, so everyone sees it.
Two-family homestead that does it.
Hey, live with a table full. How's it going over there? I'm so glad that your little one got to come home today. It's so awesome.
Up or down?
That is Jen Perry. Freaky Geek.
Yeah, it's me.
Here, my mouth.
I'm just on the other computer.
Hi.
So, some of the things that we're going to get to tonight is hey, look, John and Terry Lynn's watching. They said hi. Remember the other night we met them last Saturday? You played with their daughters,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all got to go play.
They said, hey, young.
They said, hey. Say hi.
Hi.
That was so awesome getting to meet them last Saturday. Hopefully I get to meet homesteaders. You know, I know we got the thing that John got me into with the trying to get the meetup with a bunch of us. Hopefully that goes good. We have several things we're going to try to go to this year, such as, was it Texas Early Days Tractor Show, Antique Tractor Show in Temple. We have the Homestead Fair up somewhere around Waco, and then whenever Good of the Land is, we're going to hit that one. Oh, y'all at the meeting? We have thought about getting these in Scouts, not sure. Some different things around here. Been between 4-H Scouts, FFA, something for these two to get into around here. Or a small town. Hey, Stivers, how are y'all doing tonight? You don't watch it with me as much as everybody else does. We are, so, stop watching the chat. That's what she's for. If I stop watching it, stop doing everything. Yeah, so I think FFA that's been on my mind the most. So, our shirt that we're going to do, that it's from Julie over at Broken Superstitions Design. She's going to link it again. All the pre-sale for our shirt, and 100% of the profit of that shirt will go to Chris over at Single Dad Homestead through the end of May. 100% of it. Hey, Hank, how about you? Hey, you got to turn that down.
I'm trying.
Hey, Hank. Awesome, John. Hank! Hank, say Hank. He's the Mahindra guy we watch. So. Wait real quick. But yeah, the shirts, every shirt that sells through May 31st, it'll be a pre-sale. We will give 100. Y'all two got to calm down.
Okay,
that's enough. We're going to give 100% to Chris to help him out with everything he's got going on. And it was awesome of the Stivers, Zach and Jen Stiver, getting me hooked up, getting us hooked up with Julie over at Etsy. We went ahead and had her design a new logo, and do the shirts and everything for us. It's so awesome. And supporting a small business. That's the number one thing, supporting small business. I don't know how we did it. We got over 200 subscribers by last night or yesterday.
Yesterday, and over 220 today.
How that happened, it's awesome. Everybody following along with us. I know we're a new channel. Not a whole lot of videos, but there will be a lot more to come. Oh, hey, David. Hey, look. Uncle David. Everybody. All the kids are watching.
Hi.
Say hi to all your cousins and aunt and uncle. So, okay. Do y'all want to go in the other room and play for a few minutes? Yeah, go play. Well, then you got to be quiet while I'm talking.
Okay. I want to play.
Okay, you want to go play? Let you go play for a few minutes. No, I got to read. So, we hit over 200. I said Sunday we're going to go out. I'm going out to a local beekeeper, Lico Honey. We're going to go check them out. I think next Tuesday I'm going to get with him this week. Hey, Bubba. We're going to go out next week and next Tuesday and check out the beehives and see how he works bees and does all that. And we're working on her stepdad on getting a sit down at a live one evening. He's also a local beekeeper. We're in the middle of two beekeepers. Yes, Hank, there will be hopefully this Saturday, if the rain holds out. Cody over at J5 contacted me, said the tractor's about ready to go. I think it is ready to go. They fixed my leak. They fixed the what you call it, the diff lock that was sticking. They got that taken care of. But that will be coming Saturday. Got a lot of questions for him. Gonna look at a couple models, a couple different things. Like he also talked to me this evening saying how so many people do not know what the diff lock is. So we might kind of point out some things. See what else we got. We also have. Be still for a minute.
Okay.
There's a local bee and chicken farm here, and it's set up like a zoo, from what I understand, where you go check it out. They have all their different breeds of chickens separated to where they have these big things you read about them, tells about that breed, the goods, the bads, different things, and which ones they can be with. They also sell honey. That makes 3 beekeepers we're in between, like in like a 20-mile radius of us. We are going to try to get a hold of them, go check them out probably in a few weeks. We got all this rain coming, so that's, per what the weather decides we're going to get. As a lot of people seen last Saturday, no one can spoil in-game for us like a lot of people have been trying to do. I won't spoil it, but no one can spoil it for us. What else did we have? Like stuff. We have, again, like the shirts, 100% to Chris over at Single Dad Homestead. I can't stress that enough. I want to help him out, and that was a good way that I thought would help everybody that can buy a shirt by the end of May. Get it pre-ordered, and he will get 100%. Let's see. Yeah, J5 is awesome. I love going over there. They got so many tractors on the lot. It's so I'm like a kid in a candy store at that place. As soon as I seen that line of tractors, Hank, all those 4540s and 4550s, I was like, oh my God, this is Hank Spencerow right here. There was probably 24 of them right there in a row. Yes, Stivers. I mean, it's the way it should be. We should all help each other if we can. Like, on our shirt is going to be Romans 12:13. A little snippet of it. We only went with a little snippet of it, and just put Romans 12:13 on there so people will see what it says. That little bit, I think it's just 2 words. Yeah. And they need to go to the Bible and find out what it says. And I'm going to read that now. I'm going to read Romans 12:9-13. It says, don't just pretend to love others. Really love them. Hate what is wrong. Hold tightly to what is good. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically. Rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble and keep on praying. When God's people are in need, be willing to practice hospitality. And that is a lot of us need to get back in our hearts to help one another, to reach out to one another, and don't let our fellow brothers and sisters fall down. We can do what we can do. Sometimes if it's not money, sometimes you can go help them. There's so right now. I want you to play for a minute so I can get all this together. Yeah. Let's see, what time is it? So I'll give it another 12, 13 minutes. Yes, consider it joy. We've only been, I think our channel's been out for a few months with a couple videos. We just recently, in the past couple weeks, started getting out there and checking out homesteading videos. And it is so awesome how I feel like I know all of y'all already. And it's just, we all have the same goal in life. So, Stivers, about us. I'm from Gauls, Texas, which is not far from here. And we moved there when I was 5. I was raised there. I didn't move out of there till after high school. Small community of about 60 people. back stayed in this area. I never really went far, and met my wife in 2009, and we got married in 2010. And we did the city. I don't like the city. We moved out in the country a little ways out of the city, and then back into the city again. And when this one, we decided when it was time for her to go to school, she went to public school and kindergarten. We were getting out in the country again, and we put our home up for sale, and it sold in less than 3 days, which freaked us out. My wife, she can tell you a little bit about her. I'm a mechanic. I work on everything from, mopeds to 18-wheelers, tractors, construction equipment, everything, you name it, I work on it. Actually trying to get a shop here at the house to do more work here. Maddie, get off the table. Sit on this chair. Let's chair it right here.
There you go.
I try to help people when I can. I know, like, my profession, that's an expensive profession expensive. For a lot of people, it's hard to get automotive work done. So when I do it myself, I either try to do it cheap as I can to help the person out. I try to barter if possible, or I just know that they can't afford it, and in their heart they are really good people. They'll pass my name on, and I'll help take care of them, and I know I'll make it up somewhere else. They will send work to me, and I work an hour away from here, a little over an hour, and I don't get home until sometimes 7, 8 o'clock at night. And it's tough on me to not get to see the kids, my wife, that often, but I'm off on weekends, so that helps. There is a gnat. Here, I'll let Jen kind of tell her about her. I know we haven't really spoke much about us. We did a little bit last week, but not much. But go ahead.
I spent most of my younger childhood in Smithville, Texas, and then when my mom remarried, we moved to Austin, and I spent a lot of my middle school and high school years there. And like he said, we met in 2009 and then got married in 2010. And then it seemed like a short time later, little Missy Pooh over here was born. And before that, I had been working in a realtor store at the Austin Board of Realtors. I worked there for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Close to it. But after she was born, we knew that it was a better option for me just to be with her, because my paycheck would be going to daycare anyway. So if we were going to have to be out that money, we might as well just let me be home. So
a lot better than you think.
No. But anyways, distracting me. It's going to be interesting if I go back into the workplace anytime soon, because I don't know what I'll be doing, but we'll see how it goes from there.
And I have a brother.
All right, sit
If
down.
you're going to talk normal.
Talk normal.
Okay.
Don't be goofy.
But the only thing I do on the side is I do sell Scentsy, just to kind of bring in a little bit of my own income. But it really, I'm not very pushy, so I don't get very many sales. But we mostly just keep ourselves stocked. And then Miss Maddie over here, she's in kindergarten, and she's actually been really enjoying it. She's been doing really good. We're very proud of her. She's been even trying to help her brother learn some stuff, so he's ready for when he goes to kindergarten, not this next year, but the year after. Our son is Zeke, and he's off playing with his toys, but he's just turned 4, so he'll be going to a Mother's Day Out program, 2 days a week, kind of like a preschool. So it's just something to kind of give him a little boost to get him ready for kindergarten. But other than that, I don't do a whole lot.
All right, John, y'all be careful. Get home safe. Uncle David said hi.
Hi.
They're up there. They're not in there. Up there. See that camera right up there? They're there. There. Why don't you go help Bubba clean up his room a little bit while I go through this stuff and get the names. 1979 Model 460. That's awesome. I want to get an old tractor. Take care, John. Y'all be careful. Yes, they are, David. They're growing way too fast. I've been trying to get an old tractor. I want an old propane John Deere. I know it's not a Mahindra, but I want an old propane John Deere. And I hope it happens. I'll try to get one next year. A restoration on it. Kids helping. Really want to get them outside. They love Maddie. Ever since she was 2, 3 years old, she'd come out in the driveway and pick up my tools and try to turn bolts, turn nuts. Try to do what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And that kind of scares me a little to when they both get a little older, how much stuff in the house when I come home is going to be in pieces and say, Daddy, can you put this back together? We took it apart.
Well, look at Zeke with all of his transformers.
Yeah. Our son Zeke will take a transformer and just tear it apart and say, hey, can you put this 2,000-piece transformer back together and then transform it back, please?
And then he'll undo it.
The 630 we had was awesome. I found a couple 630s and a couple 730s that I like, but just seems to be kind of a little expensive. Let's see. Okay, evening, getting started on homesteading. They both love the Mahindra. We're working on a debt program that kind of both came up with. What?
Zeke said he needs some surprises.
Just go put your stuff on, bud. We'll be getting to this in a second. Stop. So, if things work out the way our car payments and we have an enclosed trailer. Can you go in the other room for a little bit? And go in there and pick up all the toys, please.
Hi.
Uncle David's watching. Hi, Uncle David.
Hi, Uncle
Isn't it fun with kids?
Hi, Uncle David.
We get out and try to get back to debt. That's where I was. See, they get me off out in left field. Car pays off soon. Trailer pays off. Our enclosed trailer pays off soon. We're just going to compound that onto the truck. Once the truck's paid off, we're going to compound that onto the tractor and pay it off, and hopefully have all of that debt and all credit card debt paid off in 2 years. And then, I can't look at her with a straight face. A Mahindra 3540 cab tractor is on my plate. See if I can talk this one. Hank, I'm going to need help. But yeah, if we can get all this stuff paid off in 2 to 3 years, that's the plan. Yeah, it's I got to look in. You can come in here in a second. Can you get your stuff picked up real quick? We're going to do the giveaway in a minute. I didn't know about 3540. I've seen it. I think I got it in the video last week. It's a cab tractor, 35 series, 40 horsepower. And I think it's just on Mahindra's page. The starting price is, I think, around $27,000. But it's also, I think they started that tractor in 2016. And I'm going to see if I can do just like my 1526, find a model that's been sitting on the lot for over a year. Yeah. I know I need a 4540. Let's see, who is sending me stuff here? I would like a little bit bigger, but I think that will do what I need to do here. We only have about 10 and a half acres. So 3540 would be great. The 1526 is awesome. I've had no problems with it. I know the difference is between a lot of people, mine and other people's 1526s. Mine's the only one I've ever seen with ag tires on it, the R1 ag tires. So it bites. It just bears down. I've thought about getting, like maybe an older tractor. Here I am following the comments when she's supposed to be doing that, but kids. Why did it hold Hank's message? Show that, and I'll just fix that, Hank. You won't have to worry about that no more. Boom. It hid one of Hank's messages, and I don't know why. That one that he just put.
Probably because he kill.
YouTube. But yeah, I'll get a little bit bigger tractor. I want to start baling hay here. I've had some jobs that I can do with the little one, and we only having a half-ton truck right now. It's easier to haul that 1526 around. But a big one's coming soon. I say soon, a couple years. I am not ready for neither one of them to turn even 13.
That's what I was basically saying. Can't even imagine.
Let's see.
Oh, except for I can't.
Why is this thing turned up? I need to get on. You talk so I can get on here. It's 8:20. I'm gonna start looking at the things.
Okay. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Talk to the people.
Talk to the people about what?
Yeah, I've thought about that, but
Oh, well, that's no. David, don't make me come through this computer.
So I'm gonna look through. I don't know. I'll give a few more minutes. Anybody goes back, if you want to link the video again for last Tuesday, comment on it. I'll get your name on here, get it in the hat, get the kids to start drawing. Oh man, that would have been awesome. Have a 48 case. Anything old would be awesome.
Tell you about my day.
Yeah. I have sent her all over the place today.
Well, it's more of, hey, go do this. Get on YouTube and do this. Get on Facebook and do this. I'm like, in the midst of trying to somewhat pick up things around the house. My kitchen kind of looks like a disaster area because that's where everything seems to go, is on my kitchen counters. But other than that, I mean, just taking care of our son and getting our daughter to school and picked up from school. I mean, sitting in the pickup line is an hour ordeal on it all in its own. So, we talked a little bit about ourselves earlier, but we're
new people, so
I know. I'm just saying. Rude.
Why is this playing?
But we've been married for almost 9 years, been together for 10, almost 10. And we've got 2 kids, and we just moved out to our current house. We bought the land in August of this last year and finally got everything else settled and put in and the house put on towards the end of the year and got moved in December. So our homestead, our little farm, whatever you want to consider it, it's all a new thing for us. So we're trying to get everything started. So it's part of why he decided to do the YouTube channel now is letting people see how it all starts. Like a lot of people that, you guys have been doing this stuff for a while now and you've got good things established. But us, we can't even hardly get things established. Everything keeps kind of coming up against us.
Yeah, the rain.
Dogs.
2 or 3 weekends fighting dogs, getting into the chickens, just tearing our chicken coops, just shredding them apart.
Sort of.
Yeah, Hank, I'm getting her to start with the camera. Hey, there's Julie out the pasture farm.
Hey.
I'm sitting here trying to write stuff and watching it's so hard. Like, I don't know how some of y'all do it, trying to watch. I'm sitting here watching myself, watching the chat, looking at this chat to write down more names for people that are going over and commenting.
No, it wasn't our dogs. since we had to take part of the fence down to get the house in, we haven't had that put back up, and we don't have a gate. We had some chickens in a coop and a little trough looking thing, and some dogs from somewhere came on the property, and they killed about 20 chickens, and tore up the garden that we had going. So one of the dogs we won't have to worry about no more, but
yeah, the other one I haven't seen anymore. We might not have to worry about it either. I'm not going to get in detail.
Yeah. But it's been a mess. It seems like every time we get a couple steps forward, something happens.
There's like 30 steps backward.
We get knocked back, but we're getting there. We're not giving up, that's for sure.
I've tried to get the fence started again, get the auger on the tractor, start holes in the ground, and it rains. Oh man, that would have been an awesome tractor. See, they start talking tractors on here, and I just forget.
Yeah.
Tractors. We've got a lot of replants that came up really fast, so awesomely. Corn, go in there with the toys. Corn, okra, squash. I'll be right back. I'll go get the little tray so I can read it. We got strawberries started. Got some more. Go in there with it like I asked. You hear that noise you make?
I love kids. They love to be in the center of attention. But yeah, we don't need the Jen show. I would feel more comfortable on the other side of the camera, more so than this side.
Okay.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Thank you, 1 acre.
Dripping water everywhere. So we got straight A cucumbers, Market More 76 cucumbers, bush beans, peppercini, mild jalapenos, bell peppers. Don't know what they are. It was a mixed seed bag of all bell peppers. So it's just random. Okra. Let's see what else. Straight neck squash, yellow crook neck squash, black beauty squash, silver gold corn, peaches and cream corn, black eyed peas, cantaloupe, and watermelon all restarted. And we have a bunch of tomatoes, strawberries, and some other stuff, other jalapenos. Oh, I got some jalapenos. Supposed to be all the flavor, no heat. Got those. We're doing. It was all originally in that other video that I had the tractor going with the plow doing the garden. That's the area we're still using, but now we've decided to go pretty much all raised bed. So we got a bunch of 45 or 50 gallon tree tubs from her stepdad and filled them up with dirt from out in the back. Went out in the trees, started picking up dirt, sifting it, trying to get a lot of the stuff out, junk out of it, keeping a lot of the organic material in it. Even you, Mimsy, you're on the list. You were on it from last week, I think. Or I put it on there. Moderators are getting on it too. I don't care. It's everybody. Y'all all, even the moderators that I have, y'all wouldn't have made us who grow without you. And I know a lot of channels, they don't give to moderators, but you know, why not? They're people that have helped grow the channels. So I believe that it's something that should be done. I think I have you on here already. If not, you will be put in. No, you will be now. Because I didn't put you on the list, but you are now on the list. But use dirt from the property and filled up the tubs. I I use my mulch is not store-bought mulch. I am using hay that has been baled on this property and the neighboring property that's never been fertilized. It was just straight cut hay that no fertilizer in it. Hey Zach, how are you doing? Been talking to him all day. No fertilizer. We're going to try our hardest to put nothing on our plants. I am probably going to order a bunch of ladybugs. I was looking today. I don't know where everybody gets ladybugs, but I found them on Amazon. I don't know if there's a better place to get them, but I found them on there. But doing the raised beds, doing the tubs, we bought our son a blue 4-foot pool. I did the same thing with dirt in there, filled his with strawberries. We have a pink 4-foot pool for our daughter. We're going to let her fill it full of, what did you say, like herbs and stuff?
Yeah.
Like
flowers,
chocolate mint, spearmint, peppermint, stuff like that. Yeah, the Arms family. Yeah, she said that. Arms Family Homestead said that. Yeah, I mean that's where I found them. I don't know. I get online and just start looking for stuff, and that's usually my go-to place is Amazon. It's bad that I have the login for Amazon because she never knows what's going to be in the cart or what. I might have just ordered. Smith Family Ranch from East Texas. Yeah, I go to East Texas every year, sometimes twice a year. Gun hunt during gun season, and I go bow hunt out in East Texas. I mean, not bow hunt. Haven't got to go bow hunt yet. I go out there during muzzleloader season out. I know East Texas is big, so no telling what part you're from, but we go out to Davy Crockett and hunt at Davy Crockett, and it's a blast. I mean, even if I've only been probably 4 times. I've seen deer. I've never shot a deer. And it's so much fun just to go out there and relax in the nothingness. It's just so quiet. A friend of mine has a home out there on some land on a few acres, and that's where we get to go stay. So, yeah. What was it, 2 years ago I went out there? Mm-hmm. And me and my friend Jason go out and take off at night. It started snowing at home in Texas. What? I was like, what? There's white stuff on the ground. And we're going to drive in it. So we took off. We got all the way to Crockett without seeing any more snow. It just in our town that we lived in at the time. We get into Crockett, go through, get out to the camp house. No snow on the ground. Get in bed, wake up the next morning with like 3 inches or so of snow. And everybody woke up except for me and Jason and went hunting. Me and him had to go put out our stands for the weekend. And we, here I am looking at chat again. It goes so much and it's like catches my eye. But we, decided to go put our stands out, and everybody comes in soaking wet. It's like, I'm so glad we didn't, because all the snow started melting when the sun came up and just rained on everybody. Yeah, I'm going to try to get some video this year, deer hunting here on our property. We do have deer here. We had pigs, and I put a trap out. We don't have pigs anymore. They decided, oh, no, I'm not going there. We are going to go hunt here. So far, I've got rabbit, coons, deer that are on the property. No. I used to hunt on more public land, but now I have my own place to hunt.
Daddy.
What?
When we gonna do this?
I need to go through it. Let's see. It's already 8:35. I'm going to look one more time. What? I'm working on it. Give me a second. She is so ready to draw somebody's name. So I'm going to go ahead, whatever's left on here, anybody else that's on here, I'm going to put it down and go from there. Oh, it's this thing talking to me again. I know that name's on there, that name's on there, that name's on there, that name's on there. Yeah. I guess I'll be able to notice by the new time. Can you go get your Bubba?
Okay.
Stop stomping around. Ramsey's garden. So I don't get it. It says there's 37. There was only 5. And now there's an extra one. I don't see the extra one. Put them down. Wait a second. I'm going to have to go on the computer. I don't see the extra one.
Kiki says, I hope my name's not there. Shipping to Canada and it's not good.
Oh, Lord. Well, it's Amazon is where most of the stuff comes from. So I don't know how that goes.
Your brother says, phone died, came back.
Awesome. Shh. Hey. And Garden. Madeline. Oh, it's Fairy Tale Creations and Mimsy's Garden. That was the 2. Third. Okay. So here we go. Let's do this.
So is she picking first or is he
So we are going to let, how should we do this? Should we draw the name first or the prize first? What would y'all want to see first? Because the prize, whatever the person wins, we're going to put it back in. And do it again, you know. It'll go back in. What does everybody think? Prize first, prize first. So I guess it's going to be prize first.
Everybody's excited.
I'm trying to write some names down that I don't recognize that I got to go check out. There was 2 that I didn't recognize. The Cajun Homesteader. I think I'm on your channel. I think I wrote you down to go check out some of your stuff. I can't remember who all was on. So my thing is with checking out people's channels. I drive an hour or more each way. Before I leave work, I get in the car. I find a channel that's a playlist. I put in my headphones and I hit play. I throw it in the cup holder and I listen. And listen to the things that y'all are doing, the things y'all are talking about. You know, it's so interesting. Just, I know seeing it is even better, but just getting to listen. You know, I don't listen to the radio much. It's mostly just listening to my favorite channels. And now there's so many more I want to check out. Let's see. You know what? Just for saying that, Smith Family Ranch, I will throw your name in there. Hello, old school with a modern twist. Let's see. Oh, the cup? Yeah. So this cup. What it's called, I don't know if y'all can see it. They come to a lot of events in Texas. It's called, I don't know, probably can't see it, the Full Station. You pay like $15 for this cup at that festival when you first get there. And they have like 10 flavors of tea, lemonades, like natural sodas and stuff. You walk back up, you hand them the cup, they fill it full of ice, you go refill your drink all day long. It sweats real bad, but I love it because of the Texas star on it. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes the ones that don't talk, it's like, oh Lord, I got to go back. And what I'll do is go and I'll get on at lunchtime. I'll get on my laptop and watch channels and check them out. You know, I want to share, see what y'all are sharing just as much. That would be awesome. We got some stickers too that I think we're going to work on soon with. I think she's going to be able to put our logo on stickers too, right? I can't remember. There's so much going on. Can you stop spinning that?
Are you writing names for mine? Yep. Yay! More for mine.
So we're going to do the prize first. We'll pick a prize. Bubba? Maddie? Watch out. Let Bubba come up in here. You ready, Zeke?
Yeah.
Hey, Hank. I know it's upside down, but what do you... Yeah. I'm going to draw it out of that. You don't want to see the hat we're drawing the names out of. So, go ahead. Can you pick one? Can you reach it without looking? Let me see it. I'll tell you what to say. Let me see the whole name of it.
Garden planner.
So he drew the garden planner. I know a lot of y'all probably have y'all's way of doing things, but there's this thing called a Clyde's Garden Planner that we chose. Here's one that's not the one we will ship out because it's not from Amazon. This is what it is. See if I can get up in here. It's a garden planner, and like the red line is your average spring frost. And on this sheet, we'll have most all major cities in the United States and give you your average spring and fall frost dates. And you can line it up. Can you show that? I don't know why. Stop messing with things. You line it up with, come here, you're fixing to draw. So ours, I think, is what, like March 22nd. So you line up your frost date. And it has a list over here of all your plants, your major plants, and when to start indoors, your first planting and everything, and tells you what is good to plant with each other. I know there's a lot of people that have gardening ones, and I love this thing. I do gardens, but I forget to plant stuff, so I get this thing out and look at the dates, and I pull up our local, and it even, so not just that, it has it on the rear too. It has your fall dates also. So let's see who's going to win it. You ready, Madeline?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hank, you ready for your eyes to hurt? We get this hat out right here. Come on.
Got one.
Got one?
Retail Creations.
Fairy Tale Creations. Write that down. So, Fairy Tale Creations, she will put our email in, and just email us where to ship this to, and we have a new one right here. It will get shipped out because I can get it shipped out from here faster than getting on there and doing it.
We're gonna do another one.
Yep.
Yay, another one. See, we're doing another one. We're gonna do names 4 6 times or 6 verses.
Oh! I gotta draw another prize.
Do you do gardening, Fairy Tale Creations? I've seen some of your videos. I haven't went on there a lot on yours yet. I've seen a couple, I think. I know I've been on your channel. Because there are other things in there. If you don't garden, we can draw the prize again. There's no rules in it. No rules. Who needs rules? Give her a second. Good evening. Eyes to see. So you're good with that, Fairy Tale? You garden?
Mama like it.
Because there's 5 things in there. Just 5 random things.
Mommy. Oh.
Let's see.
See, come over here. Oh, Grandma.
So,
She gardens.
okay.
Ramsey says.
We're going to draw the second one. I have that back in there because I will send out 2. Just kind of shake them up a little bit. Or actually, we only have 1 of those here, so I'll take that out. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Bubba?
No.
Maddie? Yeah, I don't like rules.
Nah, I don't like prayers either.
I know.
I remember at school I don't really like.
Come here.
Some of the lights.
Solar bee lights. So that's what's next. Let's see here. All right. Who's going to win the solar bee lights? Did I put her down?
I don't really know.
All right.
Who's gonna win it?
Hold on. Let me just get it mixed up real good.
Okay. So round one.
Ah. I put the wrong one back in there.
You've been double dipping that.
No, I put it.
Come on. I put a prize back in there, and she draws the prize. Let me see.
She draws the name.
Williamson Ridge Outdoors.
Hey.
Are they on here tonight? I don't know if they're on here tonight. They're on our first one, I think.
Also, him.
What is it?
Williamson Ridge Outdoors. I don't see them either. Good evening, Abby's Kitchen.
Who's Natty?
Abby's Kitchen.
Abby's kitchen.
No, they're not on here.
So what I will do, since they commented on there, we'll let this video, after it uploads, we will give it until next Tuesday. And if they do not respond to me, we'll redraw for the bee lights next Tuesday. And someone will be able to get them.
I think are we doing another draw?
No.
Okay.
Draw a name out of there. Let's just see. Because I want to give something to somebody on here. Are they on here tonight? Have you seen them? I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them either.
Draw another one.
Oh,
We're giving 2 things away tonight. You know what? That's just the way we're going to do it.
come on. I don't think they are here.
Well, I've got to see it. He can't.
Whisper it in my ear.
I don't think so.
Oh,
There's so many people that are on here that commented the other night. How do we just keep picking the ones that aren't here tonight? Because someone else.
Nope, she's not
All
on.
right.
got
Hey,
one.
have a good one.
Who is that one?
That one's not on here.
Ah!
I know that.
What? Oh, yeah.
Mimsy's Garden Anna.
Yay.
Who needs rules?
I don't want rules at all. No rules.
Okay,
In
go
this
play.
house. Bye-bye.
So the bee lights will go to Mimsy's Garden. I think the way I want to start doing giveaways is to people that are on the live. So it's so much easier. Because I want people to win something there. I don't want to just wait. But if Williamson Ridge Outdoors comes back and says, hey, they'll get a set.
Yeah.
We'll get them to them. So Fairy Tale Creations is getting because Stivers came on and said, did they miss anything? a garden planter from Clyde's Garden, or Clyde's Garden Planter. Has the spring, I know it's probably not well on here. The spring planter, come on, get on there. And then, you know, you line up your frost date. And then it also has your fall. Starting inside seed days, your last plant outdoors for your fall, your start inside days for your seeds inside in the spring, and first plants, and gives you the approximate days for your harvest.
Your brother said I'll be sure to watch next week.
We might try to get on a little earlier next week, not sure. I know a lot. There's so many people do lives, it's just so hard. There's so many I watch. And congrats to Stivers last night for being on Two Family Homestead. That was awesome. And I didn't think I'd ever get in on the phone, and that was awesome that I did.
Yeah, he didn't tell you who he was. He told you his name, but not what he was from. So. And Uncle David?
Uncle David.
Apparently now you're Uncle David.
So, yeah, the Fairy Tale Christmas gets the garden planter, and I don't have a picture. Hopefully we can get up to some events and meet y'all. There's so many of y'all that I want to meet, and y'all are like up there. Y'all are top on the list. Y'all and Single Dad, and there's just so many. Just getting to watch and the smiles. That's the thing. Like last night, I don't know if y'all seen it on there. The smiles with y'all, Zach and Jen. Just it's always smiles with y'all, and it's uplifting. The same with Roots and Refuge. Just watching them, it's always smiles, and it's just so uplifting and so awesome. Can you go help whoever's getting in the shower? Okay.
We'll get them after you get out.
Okay.
What was I looking for?
Bye-bye.
I will try to show the bee thing on here. You want to link it so she can see what she won? Yeah, David, I know the feeling. I'm going to try to do just like Single Dad Homestead. I love it with the Bible verses. Has anybody got one that they want me to talk about next week? You know, a Bible verse that hits the heart. You know, let us know. Comment later if you want. I'll look it up, do some studying.
Maddie, get in the shower.
Hey, Single Dad. Or Chris. I call you Chris on here. Yeah, Smith Family Ranch. We're hoping there's all that stuff on all the Facebook pages for that. Hoping we get one soon. If not, I know in October we are going to the Texas Early Days Tractor Show in Temple. November is the homesteading fair in Waco. We're going to be doing that. And again, the shirts. I know there's a lot more people on here than there was earlier. Julie has got our shirt design done. And again, I want to thank the Stivers. You know, I reached out to them, and they got us in touch with Julie. And Jen will link the shirt. Everyone that buys the shirts through the pre-sale through May 31st, 100% of that profit is going to Chris to help him out. And I'm actually going to get on a little while and get Chris some money for one of his shirts. I'm going to buy one from him. Go check him out. I will be right back. So, where was I? The shirts, talking about the shirts.
Yeah,
So, I want to help a fellow homesteader, and I figured that would be a good way, you know, helping Julie with a small business and helping a fellow homesteader out at the same time. And it just seemed, you know,
I don't know how to do that because
the one without
pictures.
For which one?
She said, "Do you want a link without Facebook?"
A link
for the
shirts? Well, can you just put her email?
I didn't know if she wanted to see it.
Oh. Let me see if I can pull it up on my. Yeah, she's got the email. Awesome. Let me see if I can pull the shirt up. I don't know if you haven't seen my phone on here. Good Lord. There's a race car just went that way. AKA Zeke.
Yeah.
It does not matter how many times you say stop running in the house. They're going to run. Let me see if I can get around here. I don't know if I'll be able to see. I was going to try to block the light. Oh, stop that.
Yeah, you can see it.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Can everybody see that? That's the shirt. We are, like I said, through May 31st, all the pre-sales through May 31st, 100% goes to Chris to help him out. I know he's been through a lot and just wanted to just help him out. And, you know, the same goes for you, Chris. You're awesome. I love your channel. I love getting on there. It's like one of my goals getting home on Wednesday evenings is get home, eat, shower, and get your channel on there just to come watch and listen and, you know, listen to the scripture and whatever else y'all got to talk about and to visit with everybody in chat. It's just so awesome. Yeah, the kids, it just gets crazy. It turns chaos. It's actually quiet in here compared to most nights. It's usually so loud. It's just like I have, you know, headphones trying to listen on live sometimes, or I just won't even go get on live until they go to bed. Usually they're in bed by 8:30 on their own, 8:45 most of the time.
Yeah.
On their own. 4 years old and 6 years old in bed on their own. But there's a lot of stuff coming up on our farm too. We just trying, like she said earlier, trying to get a lot of this started. I don't get home sometimes till late, so that just makes it hard. But I come home, it's just constant chaos trying to get stuff done around here. I try to make a list. Yes, there's Chris's. He's got shirts too, so you can get from him too. We're gonna order one tonight. Yeah, I bet. Right, Dave. It's just nonstop here. And we don't ever know when they're crying or hurting because they just start playing so much. It's like, okay, somebody. But I get home and it's either on the tractor, mowing. It's like nonstop with the rain. It rains for 2 or 3 days, sun comes out for 2 or 3 days, and the pasture's 4 or 5 feet tall, or 3 feet tall. We just, you know, I got to get fence. We have fence bought, some of it. I'm just trying to buy little bits at a time. Get fence around the house, get fence around the garden area again, get the chickens where we can get them out during the day, let them run free. They have a pretty good sized coop, but just to let them run free. Gonna be doing some clearing videos with the tractor coming up. That stuff will be going on. What else we got? I got to get out. So Saturday, going to Mahindra, my dealership, J5 that I use. We're going out there. I might be the only one going, depending on the weather. To pick up our tractor, had a small little bitty oil leak. And I know so many people say, oh, Mahindra, they're horrible. Don't buy a Mahindra. I got a small oil leak. Whoop-de-doo. I work on cars all day. I've worked in a dealership. My brother can attest for it. He's worked in a dealership. Everything out there, 5 miles, 100,000 miles, something is going to go wrong. It doesn't matter what it is. Something's going to go wrong. And a tractor, you're out here, you're abusing it. You're working it hard. So that happens. And I've definitely got to get a video out, kind of some of the stuff go along with what Hank's been doing. There's so many people don't understand so much stuff on a tractor. They buy one and break it because they don't understand how it works. So there'll be some of those videos. We do have the beekeeper, the local beekeepers, Lico Honey. We're going to go check the Orsags out. I'm going to suit up in a bee suit, follow Darren around, ask questions, watch him work the bees. Maybe if he's going to pull some honey, if he has any honey he's going to pull, check that out. Going to talk to another bee and chicken farm, like I said earlier. They're like a zoo. I think it's going to be an awesome video, getting to talk to them. Get her stepdad on here hopefully one night so y'all can ask questions with him on a live. Hopefully we're going to try that. I don't know if it's going to work, if he'll want to, but if we can, that's the way I want to do it live, so where y'all can ask questions to a beekeeper that stays 100% organic, nothing added to his honey. That's awesome. Yeah, tomorrow morning I'm gonna get on, check your new videos out, Chris, and some of these other channels that I recognize that I know I haven't got to get to yet. I want to get to every one of y'all. I know as we grow, it gets harder and harder and harder, but I'm gonna stay to that. If y'all are following me and watching me, I want to follow you and watch you. I want to see you grow too. And everybody, everybody, I know everybody in here knows Chris, so everybody knows to go check his channel out. He is an awesome guy. And the Stivers, and just everybody in here, just check each other out if you don't know each other. Yes, Smith Family Ranch. We plan on it too. I want to probably try to get 1 or 2 hives this year, and get the bees on our property to help with our garden, to help with everything. They are what feed us. If we don't have bees, it made me so angry the other day when I seen that post. What was it? Over almost 1 million bees killed. Somebody burned down hives and killed over 1 million bees. Bees are awesome, and just like her mom and stepdad, I'll probably do the same thing. They will go right out here near my gate, so when people come to the gate, they will think twice before they come in. I can't wait to go work the bees with the camera and check it out and see it all. Who was it? Yeah, it was the Stivers last night. I was talking about the Stivers in their home. If you moved into the home, you will never finish it. It will be a never-ending project. Tractors are an awesome thing to have on the small farms, the small homesteads. We didn't think it would happen for us. It was something that was far-fetched. I wanted it. I didn't know we could get it. And I called around so many dealerships, and so many just told me these numbers that were outrageous. I was like, no, there's got to be one in my price range of this size. And finally, I found J5 over in Navasota, Texas, and he's like, let me get back with you. I think I can help you out. He dug around. He had some tractors. This is how good this dealership is that I feel that made me feel to use them. They had tractors on their lot from another Mahindra dealer in Texas that caught on fire and burned down. They bought some of their stock to help them get money back in the bank to help rebuild their dealership, and got those tractors and put them over. And I bought one of those, and it was a tractor. If you get in the market for a tractor, you find the size you want, go up 1 size or 2 sizes. And look for one that's been on the lot for over 365 days. And you can do it in December, November, December. They want those things off the lot, and they will work with you. Cody Johnson had that one, and he helped me out so much. I never stepped foot in that dealership. The times that we went and looked at tractors, they were closed. Because I got so sick of going to dealerships and being hounded by salesmen. But even over the phone and texting and emails with Cody, it was very polite, and he was very nice with all, I ask a ton of questions. You can ask her. When I look for something, it is Google everything. I'm looking it up every which way I can possibly find it. And I was able to buy a brand new Mahindra 1526 with front end loader for about $6,000 less than everybody else had them on for sale on the lots. I filled out the paperwork. I printed out, filled it out. They got my tires in, put the tires on I wanted, filled them full of water, delivered the tractor. What did you find out? It was like 77 miles, 76 miles.
Mm-hmm.
From there to here, they delivered it, picked up the paperwork, picked up our down payment. That was it. It was so easy. It was the easiest purchase that I ever done. Way easier than buying this place. That was a nightmare. And here, I just ramp. You get me on tractors, and I'll just go all night long. I do want, like, Chris, the old tractors are awesome. And there's some channels I watch that some of these guys that have no idea about tractors, or they mechanical skills but have never been in it. There's so many of us out there that will help. You got, to call, to email. You got YouTube channels. You got Google. There's everything. You can get into it, tear into it a lot easier than you think. It's a lot of it is scary to get into once you really realize what you got to do, especially the split one. But the old tractor I used to have was actually my dad's old tractor, New Holland TC29. And I don't know, David, are you still on here? I know you know that tractor. When they first got it, the clutch blew out in probably like 45 hours. It just exploded. They came out and put a clutch in that tractor in the field in like 6 hours. Split the tractor, put a new clutch in it, put it back together. I've done it by myself. It's hard to do by yourself, but it can be done. So just be safe. So many of y'all. I feel so blessed that so many people are watching. It's just, who knew?
Well, it's like I told Maddie, I said, people are watching what you're doing when you're acting all crazy in the background. She's like, people can see me? I'm like, yeah, people can see you.
Yeah, I watch North Country. There's a couple others. I know there's some that people don't like. What's his name? Chucky 2009. He's got some good cool videos I watch. There's another guy that I think John from their new name. They throw me off because they changed their name the other day. Life with a Table Full. John met Stephen Cox. Steve Cox has a YouTube channel. He's a mechanic. He's a good guy. I've talked to him through email. He is a guy that will help, Chris. He'll help you over the phone. He travels places to help people. He's a really awesome mechanic. I follow him. There's just so many tractor channels that I follow. One of the things that I did not like when I bought my tractor was there was the lack of videos on the tractor I wanted. And that was where this channel came about, was to get videos about that tractor.
I said the wrong person.
Like my dad. Are you talking about Chris?
I was trying to talk to. Sorry, hold on. Let me do this.
Yeah.
The Grow Where You're Planted. They said you can learn anything from YouTube, and I accidentally hit the wrong person.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's just so much stuff on YouTube and Google, and everything's out there. It's just so amazing, the technology that has came up over the past even just 10 years. It is insane. Being a mechanic, it's gotten very difficult for me to keep up. I keep up the best I can. We go to a lot of training. That's another thing that keeps me away from home sometimes, is going to training. I try to keep everything I can updated on all my certifications. And Chris, if you get that tractor, that will give me a reason to come up there and get a trip.
Lord.
We're going to get out of this state one day. There's so many events I want to go to. Like, I want to go up to the one at Hannibal, Missouri with Doug and Stacy. But it is, I don't know. What is it? Just let me look. It's insane how far it is to get out of just our own state.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Just to get to Texarkana from our town is 5.5 hours just to get to the state line.
How many miles? Nobody else does hours but us.
Yeah, in Texas we just do by. How long does it take? We don't care about the miles. It's almost 315 miles just to the state line. It seems so far to go anywhere. Yeah, I wanted to take the kids to New Mexico back to see some snow. It is so far. Yes, Julie, just anywhere. It's just like where we live. It's an hour to work. But we chose this place because it's an hour to work. It's an hour that's an hour going west. It's 45 minutes to go east to Bryan College Station. It's 35 to 40 minutes to get to Bastrop. And then we have another little town, Rockdale, just north of us. Maybe an hour to get to Temple, hour and 20 minutes to Temple. We're like in the middle, an hour from everything. But it gives us so many places to choose to go to from home. Well, y'all are way up. Y'all are close then, huh? Smith Family Ranch. Yeah, a busy little house. It gets tough sometimes. Sometimes it's frustrating. I just want to just give up and go find another job. But it's hard to find a good paying job that is pretty steady. And especially in the field I'm in, it's hard to find a mechanic job that stays steady. But it's we live close to College Station. I love going there. I don't like Austin. I go to work in Austin, and that's about the only reason I go to Austin. I avoid it at all costs. Oh, that's awesome. I know where Longview is. That's up near the. Did you go to that racetrack with us before it closed? Or was that just me and Rob?
I don't know what was it.
I can't even think of the name of Oak Hill Raceway or racetrack. It was up near Longview.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And then the mine up there bought it and went through it. 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
That was something I used to do. So yeah, I guess that was something I kind of left off in about us. When Jen met me, I wouldn't even say amateurly racing motorcycles. It was more just for fun racing motorcycles. Smith Family Ranch, I think the place closed about 11 years ago. Some mine up there in that area bought it out. It was a road course, and they did a lot, CMRA and did a lot of racing up there. I think TMGP did. I raced with CMRA and TMGP. I didn't do a lot with CMRA, but more with the TMGP, the Texas Mini Grand Prix. Oh, Lord, Fairy Tale Creations. Hope not. But yeah, I used to race motorcycles. I did it for a year or two after we met and then stopped because it was getting too expensive. A race weekend was cost, even with the group we go do 4 and 6 hour endurance races, and splitting it between the three of us that were racing in the endurance, it would be $300-400 just in race fees, plus hotels, plus fuel. And it was just I couldn't do it no more. It was just too much. And then when I would take my street bike out to track days, it was getting too expensive because it was a $350-400 set of tires just to go destroy them in an 8-hour track day. And sold that when Jen got pregnant. I sold my bike and bought another truck. because we had a major accident in 2010.
Yeah.
We got hit head on the motorcycle. And it wasn't, neither one of us went to the hospital. She got a pretty bad cut. I didn't really get hurt. I was really sore for days. We both laid on the couch for days. The guy that hit us had no insurance. And his insurance card was, he had a up-to-date insurance card and the police didn't check it. It was lapsed. He never paid his payments. So that went bad for us real quick. They tried to total my bike like a year later with a full body kit for the bike, all of the hard, everything to put it back together. And I rode that bike for about another year and put it up for sale when Jen got pregnant with Madeline. Luckily, we didn't get majorly hurt in it. I mean, just a lot of soreness. She cut a nerve in one of her legs. The peg that her foot was on broke, and the little stub that was sticking out slid up the inside of her leg. Night. Love you. The guy that hit us was very, very lucky that I got pinned under his truck. Not like ran over, but my bike laid over. It was on my right leg. I couldn't get up. He got out of the truck on the phone screaming, "Oh my God, I just hit a motorcycle." And I couldn't get up. I wanted to headbutt him with the helmet. Let's see, get caught back up. All right. Good night, Grow Where You Playing at Homestead. Thanks for coming. Yes, I see ministries. That is for sure. God was watching over us. And Heavenly Hill Family Farm fundraiser. Yeah, it got so expensive so fast, and I just had to give it up. You going to bed? Good night. You want to tell everybody night night?
Night night.
Say see y'all later.
See you later.
All right, love you.
No.
Yes. Did you go brush your teeth? Go brush your teeth. Chew them up. Sometimes I wonder if we got to figure out some other way to give vitamins because they don't like to chew them up. They just stick them in their mouth and just sit there. Everybody saying good night.
Good night.
Yes, Mimsy's garden. There's a reason we didn't get injured that bad. There's other God has a plan for all of us. It might not be the plan we want, but He has a plan for us. That was in our sermon on Sunday. Or was that was in our Sunday school class. We all have a plan, and God has a plan. What we plan that we want might not be what God wants, and you might get mad because you have to change where you're going. And you will find the right path. But back to the farm, there's just so much stuff we want to do. I mean, I want to get goats and watching the Stivers and everybody, to see what kind of goats, we need to get. We want to get a milk goats, a milk or 2 milk goats and some other goats on the property. More chickens, a lot more chickens. What else do we want to get? I'm all over the place, isn't And then my phone's over here just going on. Oh, hey, David. Let's see. What do we got? We should be able to make it. If you're still here, we should be able to make it. Yeah. My busy little house, my list is insane too. And it just seems like it's every time I'm like, oh, I'm going to get something on my list. Something happens. Like last Friday night, 10 inches of rain in one night. We've never had that here. And it got bad. It went over our road the other direction. So it didn't come to our house. It got close, but it goes over the road. So I'm trying to get that was what Jen was doing today. She was driving all over the place, trying to find a 2-inch semi-trash pump. So we can start pumping this water just over, if I could get it 50 feet over the hill, it'll all go away. And I got to get it down so I can get the tractor in there to clear a path to get my plow in there and dig a ditch. Because I refused to let the county come in. They said, oh, we'll come dig a ditch for you. We're going to take away 25 feet of your land, put up you a brand new barbed wire fence, and put a ditch around your property. I'm not letting them have 25 feet of, what is it, probably like, I think it's 750 foot of road. And then it's down that road, I think it's almost 600 foot of road frontage. They're not taking that from me. Yes, chickens are a gateway drug for other animals. They make you want more and more and more.
You haven't been hearing that?
I have not been hearing that thunder. Here it comes again. We have more rain. They say 5 to 10 inches in the next, 2 days, day and a half? Mm-hmm. We're supposed to get up to 10 inches of rain again.
It's been thundering for a while.
That's awesome, Julie. We'll have to see that. There's so many things that we've seen that need to be on a shirt. Like today, what did I share? It was the cow one.
Oh, if a cow doesn't produce milk, is it a milk dud or an utter failure? Utter failure. Just like the one I was kind of thinking of today is, and I saw something similar to it. It was, don't mess with this mama heifer. I'll kick you in the face if you mess with my kids. I found something similar. It said mama cow, but I think heifer sounds better.
I see what Marie Dunn said. Single dad, you men try to build it all at once. You have to pace yourself. There's no such thing.
I have been, that is like the thing I repeat all the time. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
You have time.
Kermit. Yeah, sure, there's time, but we don't have time. You got to get it done now.
No.
Because we got to get this done now so we can do this tomorrow and this the next day. You don't have time.
That's like I told him, I was like, okay, I understand, but do one project at a time. You have plenty of time. And he's like, no, I don't. We have to get this done. I was like, where are we going? I mean,
see?
I'm not going anywhere. What?
The Thomas Smith Homestead Project. They have about the right amount of chickens.
No.
Yeah, I think that's just perfect. 300 chickens. 300 chicks.
Oh, don't say heifer. You'll get crazy mail. I am.
Yeah. Oh, the heifer. That, yeah.
I love the heifer stuff. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's okay. They can get mad at me. What am I going to care? It's
yeah, the ground gets so hard. So where we used to live was black dirt. That, hard to dig in the summer. Thankfully, where we live now, it's all sandy loam.
I know, Julie. I think it's hilarious. People are so sensitive now, though. It just doesn't. It don't matter what you say, so you might as well just say whatever you want to say.
Just give them a pacifier.
Well, I get frustrated when I see this. I can say it now. When I see this crap on Facebook or wherever of, people having to like explain themselves, huh?
2PC.
Oh yeah, people having to explain themselves. Like, what was it? The Table Full in the Woods, Terry, I guess. How she was trying. They took their daughter to the emergency room because she was having a severe asthma attack, but they didn't know what was causing it at the first. But later on, she was like, I know we're just going to do what we need to do, but we're going to look for holistic and everything, later on. You shouldn't have to explain yourself.
I understand why she explained it, but we shouldn't have to, like, she's letting people know that she's going to do that, but we shouldn't have to explain it because they're trying to get their daughter healthy. She was in the hospital fast. Mm-hmm. And yes, I'm all for the natural, just whatever you got to do, natural stuff to get healthy. But at the point they were in, it's like, now, give us what we need to get better now.
Yeah.
Then we'll get off of it and go on to the healthier, more organic ways of being healthy.
And when that's what, like, I don't have any problem with, people doing what they feel is the right way. I don't like, pumping a bunch of drugs in our kids either. I mean, granted, I mean, they are vaccinated, but as far as like medication, I don't pump them full of stuff. Like if they have a mild fever, I let it run for a little while to see if it'll just break on its own.
They're pumped full of vitamins.
Yeah.
Lots of vitamins.
We do a lot of vitamins. But I just don't, I hate that everybody's like on everybody else's case. Like, back off. These are my kids. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Leave me alone.
The frogs are talking.
Yeah, I hear them.
Anybody want some frogs?
Oh, goodness.
There's probably like 2 million tadpoles in our front yard.
They're not really tadpoles anymore. They're mini
they're
frogs.
little bitty frogs
They're
now.
mini
Little
frogs.
bitty, probably about the size of my pinky nail.
Yeah, I got some pictures.
So
today.
many of them. You could go out there. What was that, Sunday? Who was out there playing? You could go out there with a dip net and stick it in the water and probably pick up like 30 tadpoles or tiny little frogs at a time, and just walk through the water, and it just turns black with frogs. And
We don't want them all to go.
so funny thing is with the frogs, we're gonna work on trying. I think we gotta get that done pretty quick. Or is it
I don't know.
what is it called?
Wildlife management.
Management program. Since we found that there's frogs on the property and we know there's deer on the property, the county said we could work on that, getting wildlife exemption on the property. And yes, we have some ag exemption, but I would sure love to have that wildlife exemption on the rest of the property in the back that's all wooded. It would be so awesome to not have that much in taxes to pay. Oh, Lord. Here we go with the kilt thing. No. Like, go blind when you see the whiteness of my legs. Y'all are going to go blind. You see that door right there? My legs are wider than that door.
But you wear shorts, so it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah, the kilts are no shorter than your shorts that you wear. Now you can tan them.
Well, see, all summer long at work, I wear shorts, but I'm inside the building at work. And I usually wear shorts fishing. I'll wear shorts all the way up until probably, 45 degrees steady during the day. Because I work with, I don't know how to put that.
What?
I work with older people.
Oh, yeah.
In my shop, I'm the youngest technician there. Uh-oh. Here we go with the buffering thing again.
Because you're waving your hands too much.
Okay, I'll be still. So I'm the youngest one in that shop. And they turn the heaters on when it's 60 degrees outside, and I'll wear shorts and turn my fans on to try to stay cool. But this year, shorts at home might be a little tougher thing with all the mosquitoes here. I was able to keep it under control when we were in town. Everybody would come to our house, to our driveway, because there's no mosquitoes. You go to the neighbors, there's mosquitoes. But I would find ways to get rid of them. And there's no way. There's so many. The chickens. That's why we need 300 chickens.
Well, those gigantic ones that we had last
Yeah, so last year we had these gigantic mosquitoes. And I thought it was the skeeter eaters or whatever you call them. She looked them up, and they actually, the eggs stay in the ground for a long, long time until a certain year, like a wet year, and they will hatch. They feel like you're getting poked with an IV. They're so bad.
And they're not, they're like the size, as long as like this pin cap. Or about the size of a quarter.
We haven't seen any ticks yet. Consider it Joy Homestead. Good Lord.
Hey, you wanted me on here. Now I'm going to coordinate with the other ladies.
Oh, my God. Guineas. Yes. I want to get some guineas, but first I want to get some more fence up so the neighbors' dogs don't eat my guineas and eat my chickens again. And So there's one neighbor that the dog is awesome. The dog is friendly. It's been here. It's got off its. They keep it on a runner sometimes, and it's a hunting dog. It's a pit bull mix that they run hogs with. And it will come over here. It's friendly. It'll come up and wag its tail and just want petted. I start the tractor up. That dog goes insane on its. If it's on that runner across the road, I start that tractor up. Excuse me. It is on the end of that rope. It is just biting at the bit to just go over there and eat my tractor. So it kind of scares me not having a fence up. Like, we won't let the kids right now. I know we're in the country, let them play. But that's the only reason they don't go outside without one of us, because and we live on a dead end road out in the middle of nowhere. So people drop off dogs. And I think that's where the dog that killed our chickens a few weeks ago, it was probably a dump dog that was starving to death. If I would have found it before they got the chickens, I probably would have helped it, but it killed a lot of chickens and tried to bite me, and it was a lab. It was a cream-colored lab, and I was like, what is wrong with this dog? It's a lab. Why is it trying to bite me? It was extremely aggressive, so we took care of that one. After I called neighbors. One of my neighbors came over. I was like, is this your dog? He's been here his whole life. He knows everybody here. He's like, is it anybody's dog? And it was nobody's that from here. That's why we think it was a drop. You're just going off on the kilt thing.
Partially because you're just so against it. Everybody's going to get on you.
Well, yes, aggressive dogs it's bad, busy little house. I mean, there's no reason for it. I mean, I know you got to have your hunting dogs. I love hunting dogs. But most of the hunting dogs I've seen, even the ones that they run pigs with, they're so friendly around people. They only go after that pig, or they only go after that raccoon. They know what to go after. Good Lord, the shindig next year is going to be. There's going to be so many people just going to see kilts. Like, okay, they're going to get this. I'm just like, oh, Lord. Oh. So, oh gosh, now Julie's in on me.
There you go.
Oh. Yeah, that's horrible, for a dog to get attacked. And especially when your dog is in a fence and it gets attacked at home or attacked somewhere that it can't be, can't protect itself very well. Yes, I am very aggressive towards dogs that even look like they're going to go towards my kids. We both have license to carry and carry a lot. I always carry. And if I'm on this property, I'm carrying, because it's not about, if, it's about the when. There's a lot of dogs put down that shouldn't have taken as long to put down. And there's dogs that have been put down that shouldn't have been put down. I don't know what track is. I don't know where I'm like everywhere. So Marie Dunn, I was talking to Chris the other day. What was it, last Wednesday, on his camo kilt. And then somebody told me about was it John? Told me about it. Probably. They make a tactical kilt. That I might could go for. A tactical kilt. But then some people might not want me attaching everything all attached to it. A kilt, it needs an AR-15, it needs a pistol, it needs knives, it needs everything.
You'll have pockets in places you can't even figure out.
And there'll be stuff in those pockets, and you'll find it. if it ever goes in the washing machine.
I have a
She
washer
finds-
full of bullets.
Yeah, you never know what. Yeah, my pockets are pockets that you really have to check. There might be ammo in my pockets, not just money. I know a lot of. I think probably the most common thing she finds in the washing machine or dryer is nuts and bolts and washers or electrical connectors, I would say.
Yeah.
Or sockets. The elusive 10mm socket. Anybody that's a mechanic or does anything mechanical will understand the elusive 10mm socket.
Or candy wrappers.
I don't eat candy. Yeah, busy little house. Not here either. It's so funny. My wallet, I don't know what I did with it. It fell off the table while going. Our daughter, I was sitting there looking over like, she's like going through my wallet looking for money. I'm like, you're just 6 and you already know where the money is. But there's none in there because I buy tacos. And if I don't have taco money, she hears about it. It's like, I didn't have taco money. And then just whine about it until I get taco money. What did I not? Are we talking to me? Didn't answer? Thomas. Yeah, with neon legs, it would be useless, wouldn't it? That. Oh, cool. Bagpipes. I love that now.
Yeah, now.
I used to not like listening to bagpipes, and then going to sleep with it after we met. She always had that stuff playing, and now it's like I'm searching on YouTube like stuff with somebody playing bagpipes. What did we miss though? Yeah, Julie, working in a dealership. Yeah, that's the socket that always disappears. Somebody said something a while ago. I caught it and I didn't know who they were talking about. Now I can't find it.
I think they answered. They said no.
No what?
You asked if they were talking about you.
Oh.
We can't be friends. You better like the bagpipes.
Oh, I love them. Oh, I'm always listening to them at work. I drive the guys at work nuts. They don't like my music choices. But I really don't care because what was that I seen the other day? The 80%, 20%. God, I know that was somebody on YouTube. Who was it I was listening to?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was Stephen Cox on one of his channels. You can be the guy that gets, what was it, the 80% get stuff done and 20% don't. Pick one, you're one or the other. I'm the one that gets stuff done. The rest of there's another, the guys at the shop, they do really good. But I feel sometimes, there's a couple that kind of slack. I'll probably get one. It will be weird, different. It's different. I don't care. I will have to. It's going to be odd. Oh, Lord.
On the utility.
I probably will look at the tactical ones that somebody was telling me about to see what that's all about. I think what kind of lost it for me, I used to see people wear them all the time and stuff. And when we met, there was some people that wore them all the time. And just the way they acted, I wanted to do things.
What?
Just want to snap some, just like strangle them. It was just, they wore kilts all the time, but they thought they were better than everyone else in the room. And you just wanted to just do bad things. Yeah, I know that's not the right thing to do. That was just the thing. Okay. So it's considered Joyce talking about Lundy's.
Yeah.
So tactical kills, utility kills, camo kills. Yeah, that calendar's coming together. Oh, Lord.
Hey, you wanted things that bring in extra money? You'd be a part of it.
We might all hit 100,000 subscribers like that. Good evening, the Googler. How are you doing? So, like, this table I'm picking at, this is my, another thing that wasn't in the list of about us. This was my RC building table for when I raced RC cars. And I would still be into it, but one of the local tracks closed, and the other one I really want to get to, but they only race on Saturdays and Wednesday evenings, and it kind of just, it doesn't work for me. So I kind of quit that. I still have crawlers and do, RC crawling and stuff, but this came in the house, and I was like, you know what? Instead of being over in this corner that I'm usually in, I'd put us out in the middle of the part of the dining room. Oh, guess something needs to get. Yeah, kilt safe near a windmill. There was a guy at work today talking about getting a kilt. I just looked at him and was like, please don't. It was Sergio.
Oh, goodness.
God, no. Don't.
Short that around Mexican.
But the problem with him getting a kilt, it would have to be so short it would almost be like a mini skirt.
Be keeping
In the kilt. There. You should have viral video. Oh, Lord. Yeah. So that could probably happen because her stepdad has some hives that I've been to with him. No bee suit. Nothing. Go up, open the hive, check it out, pull frames out. No stings. Thanks, out to Pastor, and have a good night. Yeah, everybody, don't forget, she's got the shirt pre-sale going on, and I'll probably beat it like everybody beats a dead horse. Just trying to do a good thing for a good person. Everybody, go check out Single Dad Homesteading. Order one of his shirts. We're doing a pre-sale on shirts through Out to Pasture Farm. Broken Superstitions Design doing our shirt, and 100% of the sales of that shirt through the end of May will go to Chris at Single Dad Homesteading.
And then he has his own shirts.
Yeah, and he has his shirts too, so everybody go get one of those too. I know money is tight for a lot of us, and just pray about it and see if it's the right the thing to do to help. We're all here to help each other, and whether we can be there in person to help or support in some way, it's just an awesome thing to help support. Kilt Beekeeper, there's a channel. Yeah. It's just supporting one another. I mean, that's the only way we're going to get around. We don't know how everything's going to go in the future, and the more we help each other, the better off we all are. And you helping somebody, it will come around to you. You'll get yours, and God will take care of us all. We just got to help each other. Yeah, there's his channel. Everybody go check his channel out. Anybody that hasn't. Yeah, there's always going to be the neighbor or somebody that needs your help. And you help them, and they'll come help you. I mean, I do that with my neighbors, trying to help them. I better watch the mouse. I'm going to click something I shouldn't click.
So what skill do you want to learn?
There's so much stuff. I mean, I grew up in a small town on a ranch. Well, can't say on a ranch. We lived on 2 acres, and there was a 2,500 acre ranch beside us. And my dad did work on that ranch, helping, work on tractors. He's a master electrician. At the time, he was a fireman, trying to get on with the power plant when we moved here. And there's such a wide range of things I want to get back into and learn. We have brought up getting some baling equipment, awesome miniature baling equipment, and start baling hay. I garden, and I don't know anything about it. I know to get the plants in the ground, when about to get the plants in the ground, and for somehow make the plants grow. I can get things to grow, and I want to learn more. And I follow a lot of the channels to learn that. Good night, Consider It Joy. Homestead, have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. So the gardening, getting more into that, probably more back into hay production one day, maybe. I'm kind of jack of all trades. I get into everything. And if it's something I know little about, I will figure it out really fast. I'm a hands-on person. I dig into and just try to figure it out. So skill, the bees, I would say that's a skill I want to learn. Her stepdad is a beekeeper. Like I said, I'm going to go check out the Lico Honey. They're beekeepers that are local. I want to check them out and learn from them. Watching so much stuff. You watch the beekeeping videos and you're like, well, that looks easy. Until you get into it and you're like, oh God, what did I get myself into? Yeah, we might. I don't know how much longer we're gonna go, Chris. It's been almost 2 hours. Again, another one's like, let's go on for 30, 40 minutes. 2 hours later. But it's just so much fun talking with everybody. But the beekeeping will probably be the number one skill on my list right now. Learning to keep them alive and get honey from them. We also, like, growing up, my grandparents, we were talking about it. They were taking me places then when I was a kid that I remember and want to take my kids, like the Homestead Fair up north, somewhere around Waco. And the canning, we want to get into canning, this year. And my dad has got both the pressure canner and the bath canning stuff. Going to give it to us. A coworker at work, in the trunk of my car right now, there's a couple boxes of jars that he gave me. I'm trying to catch up. But canning is a skill we want to learn. The bees, canning.
Jason,
what's up? How you doing? We've been here for way longer than we thought we were going to be.
You're about 2 hours late, Jason.
So beekeeping, canning, what else do we want to learn more of? Dive deeper into.
Heirloom.
Yeah,
seeds.
More of the heirloom plants. More of that than just buying plants, at box stores and seeds at box stores. I want to get more into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try.
Seems like it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, if I don't get to bed pretty soon, Jason, I'll be having a fight to get to work tomorrow. Awesome, Chris. Yeah, I will definitely be checking that out. Good evening, Davis Homestead. Canning is a big thing. We want to can everything. What did you say, though? There's the bees, the canning, heirloom seeds, stuff. Yeah, I've seen a few of them, and I've got them written down in a tablet to go check out on Roots and Refuge. She's got awesome stuff. I actually did with our tomatoes what she did the other day, cutting everything up all the way into the tops.
You and pickles.
Yes. Oh, there's going to be pickles.
We'll have plenty to share.
All kinds of pickles. All kinds of flavors of pickles. But there's just so much stuff to get into and so little time. Yes, pickles are something that don't last here or at Jason's house. They don't last. It just doesn't. Pickle everything. But those are like probably the three big things. Probably going to get a food dehydrator soon and start dehydrating a lot of stuff. We found an awesome store thanks to John and Terry Lynn at Life with a Table Full, formerly known as A Table Full in the Woods. I don't know how to pronounce it right. Aldi or Aldi Markets. You know, it's all about, trying to save money and trying to buy more organic stuff, and it's harder and harder. It just gets so expensive. And they told us about this store. We went and checked it out Saturday.
Yeah.
And to go in there and spend like $35 and walk out with a grocery buggy full of stuff that the kids and us all go through like crazy. If you go to Walmart, H-E-B, Brookshire's, it's going to be over $100 for what we brought home. So, ferment, Chris. Jason can get involved in on this one here. We bought some fermented pickles from Hat Creek Burger Company one night. What was that, about 4 years ago?
Probably.
And so we didn't know what those things were. We get them. Jason bought a jar. We sit down, and their fermented pickles are what they put slices on their hamburgers. You can't tell. Bite into one of these pickles, and I don't know how to explain it so much. That pickle was like having a skunk just like right in your mouth. I don't know if they're all that way, but oh my God. Yes. The bad thing is he did it. I did it. Same thing. We get home. Our neighbor Greg gets one and eats the whole thing like it's nothing. And it's like, okay, did that not just taste like a skunk fart in your mouth? It's like, oh no, it's real good. I can't talk. I used to be able to talk like him. He's from Minnesota, and just getting his accent used to be funny. But those that we got that day kind of turned me off of them. I was like, fermented pickles just don't seem to be the thing I want to do.
Oh, goodness.
What is this thing opening up stuff for?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the card.
Oh.
So you think they were bad, Chris? That was the problem? Should I try them again? Because they literally tasted like a skunk. Inside of the pickle, there was nothing in it. It was like just void of everything.
It was built up gas.
Yeah, it was just like a built up green log. Kilt and fermented pickles.
Oh, good Lord. Is that going to be his shot? He'll be wearing a kilt.
So I would probably try them again. If those were bad, if they don't taste like skunk butt. I don't know what skunk butt tastes like, but it's just the imagination of it. We know what it smells like when I shot one the other day close to the house. She got to smell one for like
few days.
2 or 3 days. It just kept getting under our house, and I was like, that's enough. Got the 22 out, done. But yeah, the ones me and Jason got, I almost couldn't eat another pickle for a month. It was just like, ugh, I can't eat it. And just looking at a pickle just made me want to vomit. But now it's back to just pickle chips, fried pickles, Yeah, fried pickles, pickle chips, pickle this, pickle that, pickle juice.
Our daughter loves pickles.
But it's just, there's so much stuff out there that I want to learn and that I don't know that I want to learn because I've never seen it before, and just so much stuff I want to try, food wise. Like when we met, I would not eat Chinese food. I don't know why. And then she finally got me to go, and now I'll eat it.
There was something else that you wouldn't eat.
Yeah, Chris. So what about the fermented pickles was able,
Probably smooth his hands out.
for her to be able to hold your hand? Was it? Let's see. Because they were rough, or that your hands hurt? What was the thing? Vietnamese. Vietnamese. The Vietnamese. I can almost say it now, Jason. See, that's a good thing to know, because from racing motorcycles, my knees took a beating, and they are. I'm 38, and they already hurt way more than I think they should. So if that's something that will help with that kind of stuff, I would probably look into it. And I have
baby skin.
sauerkraut. Dump sauerkraut in a frying pan. Throw some sausage in there.
Guess I can make some for you.
But yeah, Vietnamese food. I can't get that word out.
Vietnamese.
If I say it fast, it's Vietnamese. But there's so much other food. Yeah, I'll probably try. We went to, so Jason, up by you, there's a, what does it used to be called? 512 Barbecue. Me and Kyle went in there one day and got some, we thought was going to get barbecue. We went in there and they changed, the name is the same, but it's Indian food now. And they sell barbecue. Well, what looks to be barbecue. And we got some brisket, and it had just straight up I don't know what, the Indian food I have a hard time with. I'm sure there's some out there I'll find that's good, that I like, but that barbecue place was, I couldn't do it. Neither did Kyle. So the fermentation helped with arthritis, along with, I can't say that word either.
What?
Right there.
Arthritis?
No, that K word. Kombucha? Did I say that right, or did I butcher it? So let me write this down. I want to write this down, Chris, because I'm going to do some digging around and see where I can find some more fermented pickles and try it. I don't know if I could say it again, Little Busy House. Fermented pickles.
Kombucha.
Pickles and kombucha. Okay. What? Huh? Kombucha. Kombucha. Pickles.
Kombucha.
And kombucha. Kombucha. See, I'm learning things. The things I need to know. Things to make us healthier. There's a, let's see.
I was reminding her.
Okay. Just trying to get more things in the house to eat that are more, a lot more healthier. We try to do the best we can on the budget we have. Fermented tea. I don't know, is it?
You want skunk tea?
What was the tea? Like I was talking about the chocolate mint, like tea with the chocolate mint. I wanted to try that with the chocolate mint leaves. All right, Chris.
And we found some of the chocolate.
Yeah, we got some chocolate mint.
Yeah.
Okay. Got chocolate mint. That's going in probably Madeline's garden.
Whenever it stops raining.
Whenever it stops raining. Right now it's on the front porch in a little pot. We're going to try to just keep it there until the rain stops. But yeah, this is some good information. Turmeric has helped with my injured body too. Yeah,
I've heard
that. I've never really looked into it.
I've heard that's actually good for a lot of different things, a lot of inflammation things.
I'm really rough on my body, and I know she gets on to me a lot about it. Like, even on weekends when I should sleep in a little bit, I'm up. Some days I'm up at 6:30, tractor's running, I'm pounding fence posts, I'm digging holes, I'm moving dirt, wrenching on cars. It's like sun up to almost, daybreak of the next day sometimes. And same thing at work. I mean, I'm rough on myself because being a single income family, I do everything I can to make as much money every week that I possibly can make. And it gets rough some weeks. Some weeks I come home just like, I know it sounds like I'm whining, just get her to like, there'll be knots in my shoulders to where I can't even move my arms sometimes, or I can't sleep but 2 hours at night because my back hurts so bad from leaning over in a 68 Javelin doing wiring for the past couple weeks. So I'm really working on the cutting out some like sodas. I'm down to just like one a day, which is a big jump, and I'm trying to get down to none a day. And I drink a lot. If it's tea at home, it's usually sweet tea. But if we go out, it's water and unsweet tea. I won't drink sweet tea in most places. A lot of unsweet tea. But yeah, cutting out the sugars. I'm working on that. What else? Oh, so I started a new vitamin a couple weeks ago, and I'm not at the point of I need to be losing weight, but I was surprised getting on the scale at work. I've been on it, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
And I lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. And it's an all natural vitamin from everything I read about it. And it's got all your super greens in it. It's a gluten-free vegetarian vitamin.
What is sweet tea?
Yes. So here in Texas, sweet tea is like 1 gallon of tea and 6 pounds of sugar. That's about the way it goes everywhere here. There's so much everywhere. Like some of our chicken places around here,
God, yeah.
Bush's Chicken, Chicken Express, their sweet tea. Oh God, and you got to get half and half. I'm not laughing at you. It's just crazy the things that we do here that I see, like getting to talk to people and see how people talk about things. Like I get lost sometimes, like what are they talking about? And then somebody changes the wording of it, like, oh, okay. So it's just got a lot of sugar in it, especially here in Texas. A lot of sugar. Everybody wants.
It's like the sweeter the better, but we've actually gotten
starting to cut down on it.
Yeah. I mean, especially we go to these places and we have to get like the half and half, the half sweet, half unsweet tea because it's so sweet. It's just too much.
Yeah, I've been to Mississippi and had tea there. Most of the places I've had it is syrup. It's like, ugh, what am I drinking?
Yeah.
And then what was it? A busy little house. Shock at portion sizes down there. Yes, it's insane. Like it's got now. If we go out to eat, the kids will share a kid's plate because there's more than enough for one.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll order and order, like if I order a steak and she orders chicken, the sides, two sides and then I'll order two different sides, so we could just like share them across the table. The kids eat off our, there's so much, and then you take it home and it's insane. There's a lot of times I'll actually, like, when I go out I'll buy the kids plate at places. Like we'll go to Luby's and I'll buy a kids plate because it's half the cost and it's still way too much food. So the whole thing, Chris, with the getting off grid, how's everything with that going? Is everything starting to smooth out and get better? Getting used to it, or because I'm looking into actually El Cheapo over here, not her, me, being a mechanic and charging 12-volt batteries. I'm fixing to go. I think I'm gonna maybe with John go to the junkyard so we get some parts for his Jeep, and we're gonna get. I'm gonna pick up a single wire 12-volt alternator and get a windmill to hook to it, gear it right, get it geared down, belt drive to spin the alternator to charge batteries, and get a battery bank started and use that to charge it, because we get an awesome crosswind here. And I think I'm going to start that first and get the windmill up, get the alternator and the wiring and everything, and start putting it together to I'm looking at her screen and the screen, and there's like different times throwing me way off.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to charge batteries to start on a small scale, charging, charge phones, charge computers. Oh Lord, here we go, buffering again.
Mm-hmm.
Are we buffering again? Does everybody see it, or is it buffering again? This seems to be about the time it did it last time. Like almost our internet doesn't. Okay. But I want to start, get the battery bank put together, and my arm is twitching. Be able to charge. I'm probably gonna get 3 deep cycle batteries to charge phones, charge computers, charge flashlights, charge 12-volt stuff. Maybe add on a couple batteries and get. I have a RV inverter that my dad gave me that it has a soldered in fuse that's bad. I'm gonna pull it out and solder in a new one and use that inverter to be able to power up some things and do some 12-volt lighting in the house. Like a lot of our lighting's, I think all of it's LED except for these like 1800s style looking bulbs, Edison bulbs, whatever they are. All right. Good night, Chris. Have a good night and have a blessed day tomorrow. But I'm going to get some lighting in the house, 12-volt lighting in the house, get some 12, probably run some like 12-volt ports here and there for charging phones and a few different things. Start small scale and then maybe work up to get rid of more electricity. Once I get my shop built, I think I'm going to look into solar panels on the roof of the shop and probably look into the pipe for the water to heat water with, and get it on the roof of the shop and pipe it into the water heater, so the water heater's on less. I don't know how people do it, but that's probably what I'll do, is just pipe it directly into the water heater on what's supposed to be the cold side, so it's getting hot water dumped right into the water heater. Because around here, I usually get to take a shower last, and there's no hot water. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dream list is so long. I don't have a notepad big enough. And I hope she has the patience for it. The shop is an important thing, being a mechanic. I can make a lot of money on the side out of that shop. Back when we lived in town, I did a lot of ATV work and car work, a lot of automotive work. But there's just so much stuff. So much stuff I want to do, so much stuff I want to get the camera out and do. I'm having a real hard time with the camera and the tractor. I don't get how that I don't know what people are using. I see a lot of people using the GoPro, but it's just hard spending $400.
I'm awake. Just listening.
Yeah. Here in Texas, probably won't need another water heater. Shot, not snot.
Shot.
Not in the shop, not shot. Did I say shot? I don't know what it is.
Oh. Yeah, my dad made his own shot.
Oh.
Human shop.
Hey, Windmill Farm.
North
Mississippi. I have family in Mississippi that I don't know how to get in contact with. I've been trying to figure out how to get in contact. It's a lot of my mom's side of the family. It's Alabama and Mississippi. And I've been working kind of through Facebook and through other family trying to get a hold of them.
Buffering bits.
Yeah. But things taken care of. Like we need to get our entryway back up. I need to get the gate back up. Yeah, I was looking at the GoPro 7 Black. We just spent a bunch of money. Let me grab it. It was a fairly expensive camera. It was more than the GoPro.
I think they were talking they can probably help you try to look for your family.
Oh.
Because she said.
Well, I need to get some more names. That's the biggest thing, trying to go through and get names. I remember going to Alabama, Mississippi a lot. To visit family, and I know they're still that's where all of them live, and I know the ones that we used to go visit, their kids and grandkids, my age, are the ones there, and they probably don't remember me, but I know I think one day I'll just have to do what do they call it? Jason, what's that thing?
Ancestry?
Yeah, Ancestry. The Ancestry.com thing to track down a lot of people, maybe see if that's how I can do it. So yeah, we bought this camera. It's the Sony HX80. It's a vlogging camera. And I can't put it on my tractor. It doesn't take the vibration. No matter what I do, it doesn't take the vibration. I have a bunch of little $30 to like $90 action cams. Same thing. It can't handle a vibration no matter which way I put it. Good night, Marie Dunn. Everybody, don't forget to check out come over tomorrow night to Chris's live. But I got to get a camera that I can use on the tractor. I do a lot of tractor stuff here, and I want to get camera. I've tried to get cameras all over that tractor, mounts all over that tractor. I'm sure at the dealership, Cody was probably like, what in the world? There's mounts all over this tractor. There's stuff stuck everywhere. What is he doing? And I'm trying to find a place that's on the tractor that the vibrations don't like make the camera go nuts. And I know, like, I've done a lot of research on the GoPro Black 7, and I think that's probably the way to go, but just dropping the money on it just is when there's so many other things. Like, I need to buy a gate, I need to buy more fence, I need to buy more fence posts, I need to buy it's like need.
What do you say in Mississippi that he used to visit a lot?
I can't remember all the towns. We had family there, and we had family in Alabama, and I was young. Probably the last time I was there was probably 10, 11 years old. I have a drone. I have a DJI Spark. And I haven't got to get that out with the tractor yet. It's getting it out with the tractor just seems like it's that I haven't tried, but we talked about the chest mount or head mount, but y'all would get sick because most of the time I'm either clearing brush or using some kind of ground engaging implement on the back where I'm constantly doing like this, just back and forth, and just moving so much. And I think I'll try one and see how it works. I used to have a head mount one, and that one you would get sick.
Well, plus he's a squirrel, so he never stays on one thing any very long. He's all over.
Like I'll be out shredding the pasture, and she could come out and look, and I'm shredding the pasture. Next thing you know, I'm walking around the pasture chasing a gopher, trying to figure out where to kill it at. I'll have the tractor just be sitting there running, like, where is Ed at? And I'll be like 200 feet away from it, chasing a gopher.
He'll be in the garden, and then he'll be at the fence, and then he'll be moving rock, and then I'm like,
it's never like
pick one thing.
There could be a day I could have 6 different implements on the back of the tractor within an hour, just bouncing around. I definitely will. I have some people that I'm going to try to get in contact with here in the next couple of days, maybe a week or two, to find out some towns. And I want to start going through photos because my grandparents were good about putting names and towns on the back of photos.
Ferret.
Yeah, ferret. Yeah, I'm a ferret. I would probably make a ferret get sick. A ferret would get tired following me around.
Squirrel.
And you never know what's going to happen here. Like one was a few weeks ago, month ago, I was burning brush. Had a big brush pile burning. That one burned. I built another one right beside it, almost twice as big. I was like, I'll wait a couple days to light it. And I'm clearing brush. And I turn around and look. Oh, no, we came in the house eating dinner or lunch. And she's like, why does it look like it's snowing outside? It looks like there's snow falling. Or what is that coming off the trees? That brush pile caught on fire. Luckily, it was in a safe place.
ADOS.
What? What is ADOS? Yeah, I have this camera has Bluetooth capability, and now I have a Bluetooth headset, so I'm probably going to try some of that with this camera and my headset to see if I can get it to work with the mic.
Attention deficit of shiny. I love that.
No. Probably. Yeah, I'll definitely some of the names and towns that we used to go to. I want to just get back in touch with family and just meet some of the family that I grew up with that I just after my grandparents died 2005 and 2007. My mom passed away in 2008. So that side of the family, once those three, it just got really difficult really fast because my grandparents were traveling people. Like growing up in the summertime, I would go over to their house on a Friday or a Thursday, and my parents would call and leave, answering machine. Yeah, leave a message on an answering machine. It was back before cell phones and all that. My grandfather, he would get up at 2:00 in the morning and wake everybody up. He's like, we're going to Carlsbad. Or wake everybody, we're going to Alabama. Or we're going to Oklahoma. And there was no, I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I'm not getting up. It was, you get up, you put your clothes on, pack your things, be in the van in 20 minutes. We're leaving. And we would leave for 2 or 3 days. And there was so many times my parents would be like, where did it go? it got to the point where my parents knew that if they couldn't get a hold of them, they went there and the van was gone. They just burned off on a trip. But when they passed away in 2005 and 6, or 2005, yeah, it's 2005 and 6, and my mom in 2008, I lost a lot of touch with family. My dad's side of the family, there's not a lot of, we're spread out so far from here to Houston to Minnesota and Indiana. It's just, we're everywhere. So Facebook is where we keep in touch more, and calling and texting, and we want to get up to Minnesota, and every time we think we can, something happens and we can't. But it was just so fun trips. Carlsbad, go to Carlsbad Caverns, go to Big Bend. Those things, like we found out a couple years ago, and we haven't decided what we want to do. My grandfather, the year I was born?
Yeah.
Or the year, no.
Or a year after?
No, it was the year I was conceived, wasn't it? That he bought it?
I don't
Was it
know if it has your
1980?
name.
So my grandfather bought 40 acres and 5 acres in, good night, Windmill Farm. Have a good night. He bought 40 acres and 5 acres in Terlingua Ranch. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that or know where it's at. It's in West Texas, down by
West
Big Bend. And we got some paperwork. He paid 35 years of taxes up front on the land.
Mm-hmm.
The land was in his name, and I was on it, but not like on the deed as owner. So that's how they contacted me. They want, the taxes are due, and it's not much at all. I mean, it's only like $1,100 for the back taxes on it, and then
back taxes and current
taxes. Did not say New York. Terlingua Ranch, not New York. No, New York. So they bought that land, and we want to go see it, but what did we figure it up? It was more than that. It was 6 or 7. It was 8 hours to Alpine, which is the town just north, and that's the county. Alpine County is where I got to go pay the taxes. And then you go south about an hour to Terlingua Ranch, and you buy gas. And they told me to buy all the gas I possibly can in cans in the truck in Alpine, because it was not affordable in Terlingua Ranch. It's very expensive. And when I called Terlingua Ranch to get the lot numbers and get all the information so we could try to go see them, one of the lots, they said, once I come to the ranch house and they give me all the maps and everything, it would take us almost an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to the lot on gravel roads. And we will probably decide this year if we want to pay it or not. Or we've had a lot of people want to buy it, but it's not worth squat.
Yeah.
It's almost, once I pay the taxes and pay the fees for the sale, we'll make a little bit of money, maybe $1,000. And
it's basically just desert.
In Terlingua Ranch, you own the land and you can live there, but they have all this hunting property that you get to hunt. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. They have all the rights to the land. You own your lot, but the ranch has rights to all of it. They have control over everything.
You can't have like gates, or fences.
Yeah,
you can't fence it off or anything.
If you have a house, you can fence around your house. You can't fence your property.
Yeah.
Because their cattle run that ranch. You're buying access to a ranch. And it's just so far. I mean, to drive to Terlingua Ranch from here is like us getting in the truck and going to my cousins in Minnesota almost. there's not that. I think it's 1,100 miles to my cousin's house, and it's almost 900, 850 or so to the land at Terlingo Ranch. I think we can go straight there quicker, but having to take the trip through Alpine to get gas and pay for everything, I may be way off, but
I'm looking.
why didn't you just put it in the maps?
Oh, I did.
Oh.
That's what I'm doing.
You got to choose a starting point.
Oh.
Home. Yeah, so, okay, it's not as far as I said it was, but it's still 9 hours to Terlingua. But you got to go a little farther to get to Alpine and go down. We've thought about selling it see if I can sell it back to the ranch. But the problem is I have to go to Alpine to do any of it. They won't do anything over fax. They won't do anything over the phone. I have to go sign paperwork and bring death certificates to get everything taken care of and 100% into my name. They won't let me do it over the phone or emails. So we might one day take a trip out there just to do that. I've Google Earthed it to look to see if my grandfather had any buildings on it, and there's nothing on the lots. One of them is actually almost all wooded.
Really super close to the border between
Yeah,
us
it's
and Mexico.
right on the Mexico border. So that's another reason I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I was actually told that by one of the people that own land out there, if we decide to go, to actually load up a lot of guns and ammo, just be prepared. But I'm glad everybody came on. We're getting it in 2.5 hours.
Again.
Yeah, again. I need to get to bed. I have to get up for work at 5 o'clock, and it's now 10:30 here. I'm so glad everyone got on here. I feel so blessed to grow the channel as much as it has. And I promise there's going to be a lot of awesome stuff come up. Don't forget about the shirts. If the ones that are still here, don't mind, if you can remember to go check that out, it'll help out Chris over it. And we made sure on our shirts that, they're our farm shirt, but we put our logo on the sleeve so it wasn't on the front, to get that message out, to just, practice hospitality with people. But good night, Mimsy. Glad you came. I don't know who else is still here. Thomas Smith Homestead Project. Congratulations to the two that won. It was a Mimsy's Garden and Fairy Tale Creations. The two things y'all won. We'll get those out ASAP.
And Mimsy, I did send you the email from our email, so you could just respond back to us.
But good night, everyone, and God bless, and just everybody have a blessed week. And don't forget to go check out Chris tomorrow. We'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining in. Good night.